would be your question to Vice President Harris in this debate as a Republican away from the MAGA tone?
Do you support policies that actually promote economic growth in cutting regulatory expenses? And what is the right corporate tax rate? And do you think that investments deserve a between 28 and 44% capital gains tax rate? And ask her to explain what an unrealized gain is, actually. I'd like to know her if she understands that math.
So what do you expect? What would you think Vice President Harris needs to do at her debate tomorrow night? What does she need to do?
Well, I think you're right, Paul, thinking she needs to look like she's centrist, that she's not Bernie Sanders, that she's somewhere to the far right of Bernie Sanders, that she is smart and she's up on the issues, and that she's got a sense of humor, but looks presidential. I think it's a big lift for her, but I think that's the main issue for her.
Was the major mistake of Biden from sea to shining sea? Forget about Paul, the states, New York, Massachusetts, Illinois, where President Biden was getting 60, 70% of the vote, whatever. But was the major mistake is he couldn't run to the center, that he ran to the left?
I think so.
Governed to the left?
I think President Biden said, I'm going to be a better voice. I'm not Trump, and that I'm a common sense, practical guy from Scranton, but he governed as if he was Bernie Sanders and that left agenda of Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders. And he didn't make any reach to the center, actually. Maybe you could say he did in the bipartisan infrastructure deal, but not much.
The core question is a president. When you look at the language of President Trump on Twitter, people will take him verbatim, what he's saying. I'm going to be honest, it's to the edge of incoherent. Can he move? Does he have the ability to move to the middle of the GOP, or is he just going to stay for 4 years on MAGA?
I think he's going to stay where he is. I mean, I think that's the Trump. That's Trump.
So, I mean, that's Trump. Is that the Republican Party? Seriously,
well, look,
is that your Republican Party?
Let me go back and say, though, on regulatory budget, having Elon Musk head of a commission to use AI and technology and blockchain to reform the federal government, that's a good idea. That's a Peter Grace good idea. Having lower taxes that don't penalize investment in this country, don't penalize, those are good ideas.
Okay, now, I mean, Arkansas can't play football, but do you really want to get rid of the Department of Education?
I think Republicans have campaigned on removing the Department of Education since Jimmy Carter created it.
Fair.